Zone issues. Anyway, hey guys, it's Old Man G here, back again with a PES live stream. We haven't played PES in quite some time actually, predominantly because I've just been very busy with just a manner of things. Apologies for not getting any post-match reaction stuff done or anything like that. I do apologize, but hopefully you're joining me. Hopefully you can see me, and hopefully we can just we can get going, I guess. Anyway, so yeah. For those, you usually would have like a what's it called again? A Red Devil Studio live podcast this evening, but just the regulars just aren't able to make it today. So instead of that, I'm actually doing a PES stream. So it's going to be pretty chilled. Obviously, we're in season 2 of this Master League season. So, but it's a let's play. It's playing, watching Manchester United play through this season. Just basically just get involved in the comments. It's pretty chilled. Ask me anything regarding Manchester United or while we see the season. You can comment on how crap I play, that's fine. But yeah, just ask in the comments. Let's keep this interactive, and let's just keep on going, I guess. But if you're new to the channel, please like, share and subscribe and hit a like on that video, and let's get going. Let's get going. Right, okay, so right now, because I haven't played this in ages, we're third, 28 points, 5 points from City, which is a far cry from how we are even in the league right now. And we're not jamming transfer window yet either. Let's quickly go on team management. This isn't updated, by the way, so you're not going to see Bruno Fernandes in this team. We are Champions League, so let's quickly get game plan. We're away to Galatasaray. Bailly, Maguire, Chilwell, Wan-Bissaka, Giammattino, Maddison, Rashford, Martial. Okay, so obviously we're changing that because we can't have Martial as a right winger. I've actually been benching Ronaldo, interestingly enough. Sancho comes on here. Rashford actually is number 9, but I'm gonna probably put Ronaldo in the centre for now. Although Costas is also a pretty good centre forward. Daniel James is there. Twansibi we have. Fred, gonna put in exchange for Giammattino. Bale we're not really using, but I'll bring Shaw in instead of Chilwell to give him some rest. Dallo also in for Wan-Bissaka to give him some rest. And you know what, we'll put Twansibi in for Bailly to give Bailly some rest. Maybe play the youngsters depending on how things go. Cool. Okay, I think that's us. Let's go. Let's go.
Manchester United emerging for this crucial group game here. The tournament still in its relative infancy, but it is already developing into quite a spectacle, and that is what you expect.
I think we might be through already. I think we might be through. I'm not 100%.
Terrific stuff so far.
But I don't know that. So let's try and just beat this Galatasaray team, huh?
Well, this really is a great venue. It adds so much character to every game it stages.
And we're playing away. Come on, lads. Come on.
Galatasaray
hope we play a fair few games here.
4-5-1 formation, it appears, Jim. Well,
has to be prepared to do some of the work himself, but essentially he needs 2 of the 3 central midfielders to make runs beyond him and trust that
in the
the wide
centre,
men
Madison,
can
Pereira.
service the penalty box and make those link-up runs.
I need to remind myself why I put Pereira in the squad, but he's actually not that bad on this on PES for some reason. So there you go.
So it's down to business here.
Okay.
So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here? Well, a player who's learned fast for me is Luke Shaw, a fullback who likes to involve himself in
unlucky. Keep pressing. It's okay, guys. Keep pressing.
And a good work ethic. So I think he's coming on really well. Okay, interesting.
It's good.
Ronaldo has been found.
Good tackle, good interception.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Oh, good tackle.
They're looking at the referee, but he's waved play
Yeah,
on.
it should. I don't know why they kicked it out, but there we go.
That's a throw.
There you go.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Andreas Pereira, and a shot!
Come on. Come on. What are you guys doing? Good turn.
Real danger
but
here.
we should... How is it real danger? We should have that.
Whistle's gone.
Come on, ref. Good head.
Andreas Pereira tries to get it forward quickly.
Good ball.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's got the ball glued to his feet.
Good turn. Ronaldo, man.
They are working very hard to
pace.
get it wide now, Jim.
Yeah, I think they've decided to concentrate on working the flanks.
Who's that to? Come on, lads.
It's where the room is.
And Zonzi. Well, they've seen lots of the ball.
Who was that
go for it
to?
a bit of creativity and adventure.
Interesting ricochet.
And it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Ronaldo, jeez.
Looking to break out here. Chip through. Belanda. Loses his balance and loses the ball. Madison drives it forward. And now the breakaway. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. That's a Cristiano
Oh
Ronaldo!
my goodness, the block.
And here's Martial. It's Martial! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
This is proving to be a very good spell. The intensity is great, but they've got to make it count.
If you're watching, please leave a like and get involved in the comments.
Well positioned to make that interception.
Good ball.
Martial.
Coming from offside position. Man. Just. Okay. Come on.
Marcao Teixeira.
Good tackle.
And it's Martial. He's through the middle.
Run.
Cristiano Ronaldo!
Just squared it to Sancho.
Good stop.
I took the shot. Let's have a look at that.
Ronaldo is very sporting here to acknowledge the quality of the
Good
save.
pass to Ronaldo. I should have. I've been held. Should have squared it. Should have squared it. Let's go look. I might be able to get. I think that's just better. Let's go.
Up he gets!
Oh, come on, Pereira.
He will be livid with himself.
It's good to get it. The dash is good. I like that. But put it on target. Come on. Let's go.
Diogo Dallo gets into the right position to intercept. Well played, he saw that coming.
It's good.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Ronaldo, man.
Lamina.
Come on. Jeez. He's not been able to hold up the ball at all. Offside, thank goodness.
Finds himself offside.
He's not been able to hold up the ball at all, Cristiano. Might have to get Rashford in because of the pace and or Costa for his strength. Should be winning this game.
Baguli gets it back. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Ah, come on.
Yes, the referee's given it.
Free kick. Thank you. Thank you, ref. Thank you.
You might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Let's have a look. Yeah, it's a foul. Simple. I think. Let's go.
And the header!
Oh,
Caused a worry or two.
Good delivery though.
Decent attempt, Peter.
It's good delivery. I think he was fouled there, Sancho. Surely he was fouled, but okay.
Maguire positions himself well and cuts it out. Linus, good challenge, he just stood firm. Cristiano Ronaldo. And he's there to cut it out.
Poor.
There's the whistle for
Poor.
half-time. Both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been
I
a
don't know
bad
what you're
game
doing, Ronaldo,
by any
man.
means.
Like, just not.
The midway
Just
point of the
fit.
game.
Give him like 10 more minutes in this half, and then I'm gonna have to change it.
Of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained. So I'm looking forward to what's to come.
So they and the finish.
Good save. Unlucky,
Oh,
sure.
that's a terrific
Good
save
run.
from the keeper.
Sure, really must have felt he had the keeper then, but how wrong he was.
Ronaldo lays it off to him, and then yeah, difficult on near post, but I mean, ooh, let's get the dash. Let's try and get ahead of this. Come on, someone.
Martial has a goal.
Oh man!
And he's there to hoof it away.
Of course he's there.
Good idea, just poorly executed. And it's Martial. Oh, hits one!
Oh my goodness!
Faguli. More than happy to take the muscular approach. Madison. He's made sure
That's
that
not
won't
really
get
that-
through.
It's not really the
Madison
ball
needed to come
I
up with a better
wanted,
ball.
really.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
A bit more oomph, please.
Over to the left.
Should turn off these commentators. A bit more oomph.
Lamina gets it out to the wing. Belanda plays it in.
Good. Let's go.
And the
Let's
counter
go.
is on.
Let's go.
Martial.
Oh, come on. Poor. Sorry to everyone who's watching. Sorry about that. That was very poor.
Frustrating game.
I think I'm going to make a few substitutions. Unfortunately, Ronaldo is coming off. Rashford is coming on. Who other impacts? Right. Not the ideal formation. But there we go.
So here comes the substitution.
Costa and
It's going to be a
Rashford on.
double change then.
Let's get some goals.
And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Maddison. Lamina. Nzonzi. And here's Falcao. Played out to the right.
Falcao plays for Galatasaray.
Belanda plays it in. Maguire can get it clear. Manchester United have it back and they can go again. Martial.
Ah, man. This is poor. Sorry to everyone who's watching this. So poor. I'm rusty. Give me I've literally not played PES in ages.
Chalik hoists it forward. Galatasaray get it back again. Linus. Chalik. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now.
Yeah. This is either going to be they're going to sneak a goal here. This is a draw or
he's left his man.
Has he though?
Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on.
You're saying it's a foul?
Here's Belanda.
Good tackle. Sorry.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And here's Diego Costa. Point blank header. Oh, just couldn't turn it in.
Galatasaray can defend those situations better by stopping the crosser at source.
That's true.
Just brushed off the ball there.
Oh, come on, ref.
Pulled back for that one. Maddison battles to win it back.
This is probably going to be a 1-0, I think. Possibly.
Galatasaray showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
Come on, get up!
Himself eased off the
Come
ball.
on, eased off.
Marian. And it's Belanda. Great strength, too strong for his opponent.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
He's had that put on a plate.
There's too many people. I want to just take the shot low, but
Marian. And there goes the final.
No.
Frustrating game for attackers.
It was poor. It was a poor game. I confess, it was a poor game.
Has finished goalless.
I'm certainly still a bit rusty when it comes to PES.
The more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card. So overall, I don't think
and this is on a higher difficulty, I think, as well. So what can you do? Yeah, we were generally quite poor. Ronaldo didn't do anything. Right, so that's match day 5, it's the penultimate match day. So we are second, so it's going to come to the final match in terms of who tops the group, which is going to be interesting. Because that's our Champions League right there. Back to the league though, we're playing Derby. Bearing in mind this is season 2, so it's always a bit different. Rasmus A, oh man, how you doing? You're right. Shout out to you, man. Thanks for joining me. This is just a replacement for REDEVILSTUDIO Live, amongst a few other things. Haven't been able to do because I've just been a bit unwell over the last week, over the weekend. So this is just very much a chilled session, but also obviously people listening and stuff, just to basically just ask any questions regarding Manchester United while I'm playing ProEvo in the background. You know, what do you think about the Igalo signing? What do you think about the result against Wolves, you know, Bruno Fernandes. So just ask away in the comments, and I'll do. Yeah, I was surprised we didn't. Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's why we didn't react to the both of us. Yes, because I wasn't feeling particularly well. I was thinking about posting, but I just had such a bad headache, probably from watching that thing, to be honest, that I just had to say, like, no, I need to take a bit of a break. So even just doing this now, I would have talked about it in the middle of a live podcast, but the others aren't there, so I'm just chilling, playing, going back to playing PES, which is fine. We had a boring 0-0 draw before, so I can't completely judge. I'm actually going to bench Ronaldo here because he's not been particularly good for us. What I'm going to do is do that. I'm also going to do this, and everything else looking at that is probably fine. Actually, you know what, I might just bench Rashford for a bit and put Costa up top. He's actually pretty good for us. Everything else is fine for now. Let's go. Razvan, do you think Agala will have a successful few months? Of course, depends how you define success. It does depend on how you define success. It does, because, you know, for me, if he comes in and scores, say, 10 goals from now to the season, for me that's success. For example, you know, I don't think any United fan should be expecting Agala to come and be scoring hat-tricks back to back. I think the big thing for me with Agala is just that it's that we'll actually have a number 9, and while he might not be the best number 9, he will be a number 9, i.e. he will just be in the box. You know, I don't have any issues with Martial and Rashford, but I don't think Martial and Rashford are number 9s. It's a difficult position to play. They prefer coming from the left. You know, that's why I think Mourinho, in the season where we did so well, he interchanges Martial and Rashford, you know, coming from the left and coming in, and that worked. You know,
his finishing with that left foot is so precise.
Come on.
It doesn't matter if defenders know what's coming.
What happened there? So I think that's the difference here. Garlo is a number 9, so he will stay in the box, and provided that we create chances for him, he'll score goals. But the thing is, now that we have Bruno Fernandes, now that we have Bruno Fernandes, and assuming Bruno Fernandes actually plays further forward and not in a holding defensive midfield, well, that for me is the key here, is will Bruno Fernandes play in the holding role, and hopefully he doesn't. I don't know. I mean, to be honest, I don't want to compare Igalo to Zlatan, but Zlatan came to us when he was what, 36? 35, 36, I think it was 36, and he scored goals. So I'm not saying Igalo's as talented as Zlatan, but I'm just saying that, like, he's only 30 years old. So Jamie Vardy, I think, is actually older than Igalo. So and people forget that he's, like, I think last year he was the highest scorer. Oh, unlucky. He was the highest scorer at the African Cup of Nations. So I don't think he's forgotten to score goals. For me, the issue is just, can we just, much like Lukaku to a certain extent, can we create the chances for him? You know, can we create chances for him to score? Because he's going to stay in the box. He's going to be like, right, okay, I'll be your number 9. I will stay in the box, but you need to come and create chances. And hopefully, poor pass. Hopefully Bruno Fernandes will be that player. If he's playing his correct position, you know, that will basically create chances. Man, Derby. That will create chances for him. Because, to be honest, I feel like...
And here's Martial.
Oh, poor. I feel that
Needed better contact.
Oh, no, that was a chance.
but this is better than
What a
Nelson.
chance.
I feel that against Wolves again, we just lacked a true number 9. We really, really did. And so hopefully Garlo fits that. Because the amount of times I was screaming against Wolves, I was like, just take a shot. Someone, don't keep on passing it sideways. You know, target something. You know, Garlo at least will be a target man. And is good at holding up the ball. So we'll see.
If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. That looks a foul.
Oh, it's not really a
Referee's
foul, is it?
given it.
Seeing Bruno was infuriating, more because of uses Pro. Yeah, I mean, I think Matic is only suspended for 1 game. So when we go back to Chelsea, so it's a shame that I think, and I'll post an injury update video soon actually, but I don't think that Pogba and McTominay will be. Poor pass. Sorry. Pogba and McTominay will be fit by the time that the Chelsea game comes around. I think McTominay looks like he's not going to be fit until probably April. Pogba we're not sure about, obviously. That said, a midfield of Matic, Fred and Bruno Fernandes doesn't sound that bad. And Matic has not been playing that badly, to be honest.
A real chance if he can get through. Positions himself well and it's Martial!
Oh, good shot, Martial. So, especially because Matic will be responsible for being the DM, Fred will therefore go further forward, and then Bruno Fernandes hopefully be at the top, and there'll be no need really for Pereira to play.
Well, it's going to break the deadlock. Now would be a good time.
Because then because then Igalo hopefully should come into the team. If Igalo comes into the team, and I hope Oli uses him as a number 9.
Towards the left. He's there to his Costa!
Brilliant goal by this guy. Love Costa in this game. He's much better than Ronaldo in this game for some reason. I don't know why. Good finish. So yeah, for Garlo, if Oli actually plays a Garlo, then he can afford for Martial. It's a good goal, good finish. He can afford for Martial to actually be on the left, and then on the right you can just take your pick. Pereira, Lingard, Daniel James, whatever.
Still a fragile lead though.
Probably out of them all, you'd probably just give it to Daniel James still.
He's picked him out.
But that is dependent on Oli playing, actually starting a Garlo. Because if he's just going to make him like a if he's just going to make him like a bench option, come off from the bench, then I just don't see the point of that.
So there you have it, a close sport half of football.
I would say,
he produced just 1 goal.
what do you think about Martial? He seems like a league player, of course. Not taking chances, but he's missed so many assists and not even hitting target most. The League One player. He looks short of confidence, to be honest. He really does. It's clear that a thing is going on in the background, but I see it's much like Lacazette in a way. You look at Lacazette. Aubameyang yesterday, for example, you could argue is a bit rusty, but Lacazette has just been woeful. He plays for Arsenal, obviously, and it just looks like these players like lack confidence, and that's what Martial slightly like. He needs a goal. He scores a goal, confidence will come back. But I just think, as I said, because for that was brilliant. That was actually so good. For him to go on the left, because that's what he wants to do. I just think that he misses Rashford, they missed the interchangeability, but at least if Igalo does come into the team, he can go back to his coming from the left position, assuming, you know, Oli plays that way, and that's a big assumption. Nah.
Just lacked a decent finish.
I think he still deserves full marks for.
Costa was like a beast in this game. He really is. Sancho. I play a lot better with Costa, Sancho and Martial than I do with any other front three in this game. I really want Ronaldo to succeed, but he just doesn't work in PES. At least in this Manchester United setup.
That's a foul.
Foul.
The decision for the referee.
But yeah, I'm hopeful. In a way, I'm hopeful because basically against Chelsea, for me, that's when we're going to see what Chelsea for me is going to be is the biggest game of the season for Manchester United, because not only is this a top 4 rival, poor passing, sorry, but also it basically is sort of saying, oh, good save.
No, not this time.
Manchester United can defend those situations.
But also, it's
might
make it just a few. Do I make a substitution? No, I'm good for now. Maybe at 70. It's a big game because Chelsea obviously a top 4 rival, but also it would be very much give us an insight into how.
Who's going to get there?
That's a foul, surely, Rev. As to how Ollie's going to be for the rest of the season, how he's going to set up, because Matic will be back. So if he, for example, decides, you know what, I actually want to play Bruno Fernandes as a defensive midfielder and drop Matic, then of course there'll be fury.
Here comes another cross.
Good head.
Maguire gets it away.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must.
Just has to be done.
Ah, good foul. Whereas against Wolves, it seemed that we were playing with 9 when Martial was so ineffective. I actually don't think Martial had. I think he didn't have a good game. I agree, and like I said, a lot of this is because if you think about it. You mentioned the 2 names in Pereira, Martial, and that's part of the problem. Why I think Pereira's positioning had an effect on how can I put it? I'll go on for some experience maybe. Had an effect on Martial's role, because what exactly was Pereira doing? Was he a number 10? Was he at the defensive? This was the problem. So Pereira's positioning for me, I think, caused all the problems, because he wasn't doing the defensive midfielder like role that he was supposed to. So he then decides to push up and then become a number 10, which he wasn't doing well because his passing was poor and he wasn't holding up the ball. Then he decided to go onto the left wing in the second half, which is where Martial is better. So I think a lot of why Martial was ineffective, aside from his own ability, I think was because I don't exactly know what Pereira was doing in that game.
In the final moments of the first period, and the score is 1-0. Can he deliver? And he has been fouled there.
It's a foul.
Some players have clearly taken issue here, and things are threatening to boil over.
Possibility. Yeah, I think, Man United are playing. This is funny, this is from me, but you're right. We are playing them in the FA Cup, so possible Rooney return. Well, considering the fact that Rooney has been scoring for Derby, I have no doubt that Rooney will be playing against Manchester United, because he's been getting them goals.
And there were several options in the box to
so, but that'll be very interesting, man. But Rooney, just imagine Rooney just basically just bantering our defence and scoring goals, and then we're like,
the referee's awarded a free kick.
Fine. Just imagine.
United need to hold on for a few more moments.
Come on, Wan-Bissaka, don't let him turn you like that. Good side. So I wouldn't be surprised, to be honest. Rooney looks like he probably will have a point to prove. Robin, I think. Unlucky, Robin.
This is proving to be a very good spell. The intensity is great, but they've got to make it count.
He's actually had a good game. Let's go.
Tries to get it clear.
Can't really beat the first man.
Robin. It's Robin!
Oh, poor. 1-0 though anyway. 1-0.
What a game. End to end, it flew by.
In the replays, the most important is for Shrewsbury to win against Scouse. I don't want them to even have the chance of getting no treble. I hope so, mate. I do. Obviously, Klopp's not going to be. It's going to be the under 23s. So, you know. But for me, if they do, then if to put it this way, if Liverpool's under 23s beat Shrewsbury, then what can you do? Because their B team beat a full squad Everton and Arsenal. A full squad, well, relatively full squad Everton and Arsenal. So, I don't know. I hope they don't. I really, really hope they don't. Ooh, no, 5 points. But, I don't know. It's just certain things that are aligning, and I hate it. I really, really hate it. But there's certain things that are aligning for Liverpool this season that, at the end of the day, I just wouldn't be surprised if they go this season unbeaten and they win most of the trophies, because they seem to be anyway, the best team in Europe right now. They just do. Yeah, Valverde is the best manager, really. Well, he's been sacked now, so there you go. Look at our club's performance. But no, keep on asking away, Rasmus says. So, the state of our club right now, it's sad, actually. It's very sad. I've got my offer from Brighton Hove Albion. Maybe I should manage them. Less pressure. We're not in the January. We're soon to be in the January transfer window, so maybe I can sign Bruno Fernandes in that window. Actually, in fact, let's have a look. Maybe transfer market moves. Yeah. Longstaff's gone. Oh yeah. Wait, they will. Yeah. Yes, if they beat Shrewsbury, then they'll face Chelsea. Although Klopp will put a full strong side out, and to be honest, I don't really trust Chelsea to be able to deal with Liverpool. So if it's up to us, then yes, it will be up to us. And I hope that if we do face Liverpool, that we can take them to the sword. Because it will be up to us. If we can't, what can you say? Because I think it's an absolute embarrassment that Liverpool right now have double the amount of points that United have. That is an embarrassment. You know, I'm not saying they don't deserve it, but it's just an embarrassment that that they have double our points. And yeah. Let's start transfer negotiations. Is it though? Which means he's not convinced of his role. Let's try and see. He's not convinced of his role. Anyway. Well, let's try anyway. Because I'll be selling a lot of players. This is how Manchester United should be doing transfers during the break and not in the January transfer window when we've got no time. EPL has been an embarrassment this season regardless. Like, how is it possible 24 wins, 1, even if it's more competitive? I know. it just seems to be a lot of teams that are in transition and a lot of teams that are just trash. I mean, I guess there's an argument. I made an argument on a podcast earlier that, you know, at least there's a different winner. So, you know, Liverpool won the title in 30 odd years, you know, whereas in other leagues, you know, okay, the SPL is competitive, but at the end of the day, Celtic is still going to win it. PSG is still going to win the French league. Bayern Munich are probably still going to win the German league. Juventus is still going to win the Italian league. So every single winner of the other European leagues, it's slightly more competitive, but it looks like it's still business as usual. Spain, you know, Real Madrid, Barca, I think Real Madrid actually might take it this year, to be fair. So that's, I guess, the only thing. That although Liverpool are dominating it, at least it's a different person to the previous year. At least, you know, so you could make that case. Who's coming in? Who's the edge? We'll try that actually. Actually, you know, okay. And then switch. And I'll get Rashford to come on soon. That's us. Okay, let's beat Villa. But yeah, aside from that argument, as I say, I mean, it's the fact that it's been, to be honest, it's much more interesting looking in this league, Premier League right now, looking at like who's going to get top four, because no one obviously wants to get the fourth spot, and who's going to basically survive, because there's so many teams that could go down, and it looks like there's so many teams that could get fourth. Chelsea, Spurs, now United, Wolves, and even Sheffield. So that's the more interesting tale than who's going to win the league, because we know that obviously Liverpool won it.
So widely and keenly anticipated. Truly, this is pristine. And the
okay, let's get a win.
Is reflected in the smiling faces of the crowd. They know it means so much, and they also experience between them a great sense of privilege at being able to attend this most special of games. He's gone for it.
Brilliant.
Goal!
Jadon Sancho, nice through ball, good goal. But the worst team out of 20 teams to win it, I'd rather see them on the foot, on the foot of the table than anything. Liverpool. It's a good ball. It's a good ball. And a good placement. Yeah, it's. Yeah, as I say, this is the thing. Like, I'm just quite. I don't know. It's weird. I'm quite apathetic. I'm quite apathetic because, you know, I see Liverpool and I'm like, this could be Manchester United. You know, if only we'd gotten Klopp, if only we had, if only, you know, this could have easily been United. You know, I don't know what he's doing, Barca picking that, but, you know, I look at Liverpool and like the investment, the structure, everything. This could easily be Manchester United, and it's not, because our board, our recruitment policy, our whole structure from top to bottom is just bad. So at the end of the day, whatever you say about Liverpool,
going through, he's had shoot! Sticks it away.
What?
Oh, that's not going to count.
Oh, come on, ref! It's offside.
Is the light very short-lived? The referee's assistant.
Come on, ref! Come on.
Might have been close, but it was correct.
Let me see. VAR decision.
There, but it
Oh, come on. Anyway. They deserve to win it. It's as simple as that. Like, you know, as much as I hate to say it, they deserve to win the league. They deserve to have won the Champions League. You know, they are just a very good team. And that's just that. And the thing is, it's not from oil money like City or buying up the league or stuff like that. It's all from the simple things. Yes, okay, I know they spent money on Van Dijk and what have you, but they sold Coutinho for how many million or so, and he probably regrets leaving Liverpool now. So,
not really, to be honest, I'm not a great fan of taking goal potential,
you know,
away from the penalty box.
They won the league, they won the games through clear.
Now a chance to break. Oh, good take in a good area.
Through through good coaching, good investment, and good mentality. It's as simple as that. And those things are things that United should have, but don't have. And that's what's for me. What's frustrating? Why I'm so apathetic as a United fan. Because even if we sack Solskjaer, which I have a high suspicion they will at some point, a lot of those things are not necessarily going to change. You know, you look at how...
There's no evidence right now of the recent frailties that have affected the team around about this time.
You look at how Klopp is defending his team in terms of giving them breaks, not overplaying players and wanting to rotate and rest. You know, where was that under Ollie when managing Rashford? No, Rashford should play over and over and over again. Play Rashford, play Rashford, play Rashford. Even though he's got like a stress fracture, no, keep on playing him, you know. And now he's out for how long? Man, can't keep hold of this ball.
Forward it goes.
So I don't know. I'm just apathetic really with this club. Like I said in one of my post-match reactions, I don't trust the team. I don't trust the board.
Good ball. It's found its target.
Look, I don't trust the hierarchy. So
and here's Diego Costa.
Who was that to? I just don't trust any of them. And the only small glimmer of hoping is that the transfers made in January will make a difference. Good one by
drives it forward. Diego and the shot.
Brilliant. Love that. Love that through ball. Brilliant.
A 2-goal lead and they're firmly in control.
The front three, Sancho, Martial and Costa just seem to be this. Love it. I think that's Fred there going in. Through, and it just manages to get through to Costa. They don't track him. Brilliant. Yeah, no. I have apathy regarding our club.
Well, at 1-0, this contest was still nicely poised,
and the only solace is that hope is that, you know, maybe our January signings might be able to give us something. You know, I've seen glimpses from the game against Wolves that Bruno Fernandes is a cut above the rest in terms of his ability. And hopefully Igalo will... offside.
Martial finds himself offside.
I was going to say, let's say we sack Ollie. Ran too fast. Who should get to replace him? I think that United will probably go for Pochettino. That's who I think they'll go for. But if I'm honest, for me, sorry about that, yawn. For me, I would go with Nagelsmann. I would go with Nagelsmann. He's doing a good job at Leipzig, and I think with more resources, I think he could be. He's a young coach as well, so Nagelsmann or the Ajax coach. Because to be honest, I want to coach. I want a progressive coach. Let's put it that way. I want a coach that's not reliant on. Oh! Did you see that goal, lads? Let's watch that again. Sorry, Heaton.
It's an unusual turn of events.
Oh, so funny. Sorry, Tom Heaton. Let's look at that. That made my day. Look at this. So Wan-Bissaka, Costa's there. Martial takes a shot, and then it's back off Heaton. Oh dear. Lucky own goal. Funny own goal though, man. From this angle, pings it, and then Martial. Let's have a look. Bang. Oh, unlucky. That's real life though. That's football.
Manchester United not some help.
But yeah, for me, my first choice would be a Nagelsmann or even the Ajax coach, because I want a progressive coach. I want a coach with a modern football philosophy. You know, the problem I think with Solskjaer, and a lot of managers that we've had recently, is that they've wanted to implement their style of play, their philosophy, but it's not in keeping with the modern game. It's really not. And Solskjaer seems to have wanted to... Unlucky. Solskjaer has seemed to have wanted to, you know, play like Sir Alex Ferguson, bring Sir Alex Ferguson's style back. And while Sir Alex Ferguson was a great coach, his style of play would not work in the modern game. So we need a coach who can basically take United and make them play a modern brand of football. Thank you. Oh, he's offside. So that's who I think we need, Rasmussen. However, I suspect that if Ollie does not get top 4 of this team, which I think is unfair, because to be fair, he wasn't really backed in the summer.
This defense is weary,
you know, so it's like...
So they're just not getting too tight. Yeah, goes for goal!
Brilliant. Yes! Sorry, I know it's a battering, Martial, love it, but it's de-stressing me, which is good.
This is utopian.
It's a keeper's nightmare, Peter. He just couldn't pick up on it until it was way too late.
Someone mentioned a manager that was so unexpected, but I like the idea. I follow the team manager who won a pass. Can you guess who it is? He's managing an arch rival of ours. Brendan Rodgers. I'm assuming he's managing an arch rival of ours. I mean,
almost too easy here.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable.
I would have said Brendan Rodgers, because realistically, Pep isn't going to come, and I hope he's not talking about Mourinho coming back. Lampard? Lampard, I think, needs time. So I wouldn't go straight in for Lampard right now, to be perfectly honest. Let's make a few. Give us some game time. What's Dallo doing at... I don't know what that is. I didn't even see that happen. Okay.
Hoists it forward.
I didn't even know Dallo was playing in that position, but to be fair...
Looks to thread it through. Well read, he's sorted that out. Wan-Bissaka. And it's played forward.
He is managing arch rival of ours in the championship.
Forward it goes. Deftly done.
He's managing arch rival of ours in the championship.
Fred.
The Leeds manager. Oh, I don't know what. I've actually forgotten what his name is. But you mean the manager of Leeds?
Throw in.
Yeah. Okay. That's an interesting one. If that's who you mean, the Leeds manager. I think that is a very one. It's one again that I'm like. Yeah, Belser, him. Yeah.
He's got it. Chance.
Oh, I took my out because I was reading your comments. That's your fault, Rasmus A. That's your fault.
The invitation was received. It's such a clever run, and he had that defense.
Yeah, I could see it. I could see it. I don't think he would. I don't think he would come to Manchester United for that reason. But I could certainly see it. He's certainly. I mean, this is the thing. Like that people need to get is that Ollie.
Here's Rashford. Real chance. And the follow-up.
There we go. Get rid of that follow-up. Screw that goal. Thank you, Rashford.
Rashford was quick to move.
The thing is that what you need to understand is that.
Well, look. Regardless of whether the keeper could have done better or not, Peter, that was all down to the excellent movement.
Good save by the keeper, but Rashford just blasted it in.
The final touch.
The thing is that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and the coaching staff, yes, they're United X, they're legends, all the rest of it, but for a lot of the coaching staff, they don't have the experience. they don't have much experience. So this Manchester United job is almost like work experience for these guys. Like it's so, to be honest, almost any other coach, even your Chris Wilders, your Chris Hutons, your Steve Bruces, etc., all of those managers have more experience than Solskjaer. All those managers, in my opinion, could manage United better than Solskjaer. You know, they could. You know, Steve Bruce, if Steve Bruce was manager of Manchester United right now, we would have won some of those games. And I'm not saying that as a sort of, but it's just that because Steve Bruce has more managerial experience, tactically, and with different clubs, because of that, he's just naturally better. So to be honest, any manager with even a smidgen more experience would probably come in and do a better job than our coaching staff with the tools that they have.
It is good to see someone running at the defence like that.
Ooh, what was that? Come on, clear it.
Looking for support. Gets it. Big chance.
Good save out of here.
Keeper always had the measure of that.
Yeah, it's like an apprenticeship for them. Yeah, exactly, Rasmus. Exactly. It's essentially like an apprentice job. You know, because realistically, ask yourself this: if, let's say, Solskjaer gets sacked, let's say they leave, you know, which Premier League side is actually going to take Solskjaer? You know, he's in a job because he's a Manchester United legend. That's why he's in a job. So if he gets sacked, who's going to take him? You know, in the league, Premier League, I don't know who's really going to take him. No one really.
Manchester United, comfortable winners, a virtuoso display.
It'll end up most likely going back to Norway to manage. I don't blame him. This is probably his dream job. It's a good goal. But
that's it for today. Thank you.
You know, there are other more experienced Premier League players. These are some good goals. Oh, it was Martial that made the assist, not Fred. Yeah, place it. We signed Herrera from Athletic Club de Bilbao one time in Europa League. Athletic battered us. They were being managed by Bielsa back then. Oh, really? I think the thing is, I don't trust the United hierarchy to make the right managerial appointment. But I suspect, like I said, that they will just end up going for the safe option and getting Pochettino. That's what I suspect. He's available. He's in England. You know, if Pochettino wasn't interested in the United job at all, to be honest, why is he still in England? Why is he still? It seems like he's waiting around. You know, so and to be honest, I would certainly prefer Pochettino than, say, an Allegri. Because at least Pochettino will be able to get something out of these, coach these players, get something out of these players. Just tactically, I still have a few issues with Pochettino, but he'll get more than what I think. So, but then any manager would. That's the thing. Oh, Chelsea. Right, what time are we? Right, okay. 2 more games in. There's some negotiations. Who's negotiating? Madison? No. Not Madison. He's part of our team. Daniel James. Athletic Club wants him. Gomez. Sheffield United want him. I do need to sell players. Robin there to bring up money, but I might have to actually sell Daniel James, to be honest. Let's renegotiate. Sorry, Daniel. Oh wait, sorry. Transfer negotiations. I'll let them respond. Bielsa's or sometimes a crazy guy. Say, for example, a few years ago he signed for Lazio, then after 2 days he resigned. I was like, really? Let me know, why did that happen? Was that some Italian mafia stuff? Why did that happen, Rasmus? I'm curious. Lazio, incidentally, not doing too bad in the in Serie A right now. They're really pushing on and going forward. They really are. Okay, so I want to get a transfer fee. So I want to get Bruno Fernandes in, but I need to sell players. So how am I going to get 79 by selling players? However, I don't want Madison to go, but we don't have to make a decision yet. Might have to sell Shaw though. So I'm sure. So to raise transfer funds for Bruno Fernandes. So there you go. So let's renegotiate. Okay, so that's transfer, so we can make some money there. I don't really want Costa to go. Greenwood, is he going to get some game time? Possibly. Gomez, probably not. So let's negotiate for him. Yeah, Rasmus, yeah, appreciate it. I'm interested to see why he just resigned. I assume there must have been something dodgy there. Yeah, I want to set up for a bit more than that. So Fred has to stay. Madison, I can't really afford to leave right now, so yeah. Need to just rake a bit more money in. Right, okay. So we'll have I think 2 more games actually, and then I'll call it quits. Well, copy paste from Wikipedia. Okay, sure. Right. That's kind of attacking. Always attacking. Anyway, let's quickly get. I might end up selling Ronaldo, to be honest, because he's been a bit of a waste man. This front three of Sancho is the beast, really. Let's bring Fred in there. Probably just bring Transevian to give her a rest. Play Shaw to put him on the market. Dalif, just get a few resties. And let's play Robin instead of Pereira. I need to sell Pereira. He needs to go. Let's go. Bielsa explained that the club had been able to recruit players he had wanted and did not feel that his needs would be supported during the transfer window. Bielsa explained that the club had been on to... Yeah, so definitely not coming to Manchester United then. Definitely not coming to Manchester United.
What a lovely,
but fair play to him. For me, if you're a club and you say, right, we cannot, we want you to manage, but we cannot give you the players that you want to manage, then you go, okay, fine. Because a lot of managers go to clubs and they're like, right, okay, I'm promised a certain amount of players and stuff, and then they play, and this has happened with United a lot of the time, where they were promised players. Moyes was, Van Gaal was, Mourinho was, and they weren't delivered, and they just had to just sort of crack on with it. We know this. So the fact that he's like, okay, see you later, resign, fair play to him. I just think that if you do that, there's probably something in the contract that says you don't get a massive payout. And so a lot of managers don't do that because they want to get said massive payout. But it looks like this Belgas guy really didn't give a crap about that.
He's also
so which is
good
rare.
striker of the ball, especially from free kick situations. So the opposition will have to be careful about not giving away too many of those here.
Okay, interesting.
Okay.
Robin battles to win it back. Sancho. Pulisic.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
Come on, let's beat this Chelsea team.
Robin goes looking. And here's Diego Costa. Martial. Oh, shooting chance! Chelsea are on a great run. 5 wins in a row.
We're going to stop that, aren't we? Come on, lads.
It's forward. And it's Willian. Loftus-Cheek. In the end, they found themselves penned in. Nowhere to go.
Yeah, what are these passes, guys? Come on. Let's get better.
It is deadlocked. Manchester United won emphatically last time. Morale is high for this one. Costa. Defenders on the back foot.
Always.
A really impressive run, which nearly went the whole way.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
Passing backwards, that was the worst. Should have passed forwards. This is Ollie's preset tactics. Yes, pass forward, pass.
It's Martial.
Come on, lads, get in each other's way.
Christensen. Loftus-Cheek. Jorginho.
Thanks for joining me in the chat, by the way, Rasmus. I do appreciate it.
Maddison. And the through ball is intercepted. Conte. And it's Willian. That's Piliqueta.
Wow. Okay.
Robin. Still, rather frustratingly, it is 0-0. And here's Diego Costa. And here's Diego Costa!
Strike. Unlucky. Rasmus say, his name escapes me. He moved from Sheffield United to Middlesbrough. So, by the way, what do you think about the foreign player who was tipped to be a superstar but not getting anywhere because of his problems off the pitch? I'd rather Morrison. I'm so forgetful recently. If I'm honest, Mazovin, I don't actually know much about him. Was he part of our academy? What was going on behind the... Sorry, what was going on behind the scenes? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, to be honest, because so many players, young players, are hyped to be superstars. You know, and they never are, because whether that's because of pressure from, you know, all sides. I don't know, so... But so that's why when people are talking about Greenwood and, you know, stuff, it's like, you know, 17 years old, why are you, you know, it's wrong to expect to put the pressure of a season on a 17-year-old. For me, that's wrong.
Yeah, the scoreline doesn't tell the whole story, as one side has been significantly better, at least defensively.
Goals at this stage,
that's
not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. We're already back underway here.
Manchester United clearly have been the better side for me. Yeah, I know the score doesn't quite reflect it, but if they go about their game in the same manner as the opening 45 minutes, things really should improve.
Well, that's what the commentator says. We're supposedly the better team, but I could easily see this being a 1-0.
The other flank. Willian.
That's gone.
And the ball is out of play.
Yeah.
And it's Robin.
This is the thing about, you know, football.
Shoots.
It's gone yet. This is the thing about football, unfortunately. And then to win to Sheffield United, now to Middlesbrough. How old is this guy, man? He went to West Ham, then to Lazio, then to loan to Mexico, then to Wigan, Sheffield, to Middlesbrough. Man, how old is this guy? If Fergie sold him. Ooh, that was a good save by the keeper. Might have to make a few substitutions, but I think we're good for now. I'm not playing too badly.
Robin.
Oh, come on.
Willian.
Come on.
Abraham. Played out to the right.
Who's that going to? We got it.
Shaw positions himself well and cuts it out. And here's Diego Costa. Martial. It has got through to him.
Ah! A tackle.
Attempts a clearance. Costa showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
Go to him, Shaw. Tackle him.
Happy to take the muscular approach.
Losing the ball here. Gonna make a few substitutions. So yeah, I'll probably put Rashford on and switch these two, and then let's just put McTominay on. That's all I got for now.
Chelsea have their manager to thank for the last result.
Yeah, his hand was forced somewhat, Peter, because of the circumstances. He had to bring on goal scorers, but he was bold in going for broke to get what he wanted, and not many would have done that.
Going through. Regardless of the outcome, it is good to see someone running at the defence like that. And it's Diego Costa. Martial. It's Martial!
Oh, off the post! Off the post. Come on. Off the post.
Just denied by a lick of paint. We're talking centimetres.
changes here from both sides, in fact. The referee's seen the board.
Okay, let's go.
A double change to go ahead now.
He's 27. So in his prime, technically. So, well, I hope it works out for him, to be honest. I really do. What do you think about David De Gea, Rasmus say? And bearing in mind that Dean Henderson is on loan from Manchester United to Sheffield United, and well, there you go. Every single time they just track me.
Pulisic. Marcos Alonso. Pulisic.
Okay, stay in, stay in.
Crosses it. Greatly.
Come on, lads.
Fine stop from the keeper.
Looks like it's gonna be
absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were.
Where's that? Ah, sorry guys. This is.
Who's ball? Who's going to get that?
I think that was the.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Just swarmed.
Now a chance to break. Oh, he's broken through.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
It's Martial.
Oh man! Every single time. Now this is going to end in a draw. Sorry to everyone who's watching this. Ah man, it's frustrating.
And that is it. The referee has seen.
That's when he left us in 2012 and he has moved 10 times since then. 10 times in 8 years. The problems are so serious. What I assume the unfortunate football problems of drinking, gambling, and various other things.
Manchester United certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging spells
that actually need
made.
help and assistance.
So that's it from us. Many thanks go to Jim Beglin, and goodbye from us.
Drop points and all sorts of, but oh well. We didn't lose to Chelsea. Right. De Gea is a top-class keeper, my favourite, but I don't try to get touch with players. If he gets back to making those weird mistakes, he won't be granted a spot because of what he's done in the past. We have Dean Henderson so we can move on. And this is the thing, I think we should have player loyalty, I think definitely, but I think what people don't seem to understand it's not about turning on players. I never think you should turn on. You should always support players, but it's more the fact that you're if I'm a player on the sidelines and I see a player who is getting more Lozano. Fair play is on negotiations. So they paid it. They've agreed. So we've made a few bob. So accept those terms. And then is it Daniel James? Is it? Okay. Just have to get another 10 million from somewhere. That game is weird. The game that I've just played, yes, it definitely was. I know Athletic Club wanting James, I know, but to be fair, to be fair, when it comes to even transfer windows, did people think that Inter Milan would want Ashley Young or Ericsson for that matter? Well, maybe I can understand Ericsson, but Ashley Young, you know what I mean? So it's the same place to watch. I'll play one more thing after this. So Aubameyang, Dele Alli, for some reason, Hector Bellerin, all these Arsenal rejects, MTT, Douglas Costa-Lozano. I'm not really interested in any of those players right now. We just need to raise funds to sign Bruno Fernandes. To the next game. FC Barcelona. Wow. Okay. You know, just Ronaldo should probably play. Putting Costa in there. Put in Sancho. Let's get all the Champions League favourites in here. Now Gian Martino's fine. I think that's actually our strongest. Bale is on the bench. I haven't played Bale in a while actually. Although I have played Madison for a bit, so possibly maybe if I put just to give Madison a bit of a rest. Yeah, no, I definitely know what you mean. That they only play that they of course playing in person in a Basque country. I definitely know. I mean, I don't know. Is that still this will probably be my last game, by the way. I'll just point that out there. We'll see. But let me know, because I don't know. Do they still have the policy? Because I do remember once or twice. Is it that they have to have been, whether they still have the policy or whether like their academy is open to everybody? So I assume it's not that you have to have like lived in the Basque country, as in born there and bred there, but I think it might be that like if you've gone to like the Basque like academy, like if you've gone to Athletic Club Academy, even if you're from a different place, then you can play. Maybe, I don't know. Because I know that there's one or two players I'm like, I'm fairly sure this guy is not Basque, but I wonder whether they've been part of the Athletic Club Academy and that's what they're playing. So essentially they only play players that are born or around the Basque region or have come from their academy, which is pretty good considering how good Athletic Club are.
So red and white, of course, the preeminent colours at Old Trafford, which is now officially the largest club football ground in England.
Okay,
its capacity,
let's move.
75,000 and growing.
Okay, last game. This is I think the last game of the group stages of the Champions League, and we don't want to that.
Yeah, Ivan Rakitic. He's the kind of player who can really control the game from midfield. He's got
bearing in mind that Valverde is still probably in charge, so you know, who knows what's going to happen in this game.
He's also a really useful defensive presence, always alert to any opposition threats, and pretty adept at nipping them in the bud.
Yeah, still certainly been leaning heavily on him.
Yeah, this is the last. I think this will decide who basically finishes top.
Now, chance to break.
So if I draw this game, which is it's definitely a possibility.
Tovan crosses.
Good head.
That's not going to find its target.
Then Barcelona go top.
Wasn't quick enough then. Well, his thinking certainly wasn't. Didn't make use of what I felt were some very good options.
Yeah. So yes, I just thought that maybe possibly that their academy is open, so you can, because obviously they presumably presumably will buy players from other teams do, where they'll buy players from, you know, different places to incorporate in their academy. So I wonder whether that's the same. So yeah, David Lopez. That's what I'm saying. There's at least a few, even.
Diego Costa. Quick glance at shot at goal.
Brilliant. And who is it? It's this guy who hasn't scored in ages, man, but he scores against Barcelona. Thank you. Thank you.
Seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
This guy. He knows how to score against Barca. Costa, and then Ronaldo. Pop. Brilliant. He hasn't scored for me in ages, but thankfully he turns up and scores against Barcelona.
He's just gone and reminded us yet again of what a threat he carries.
Yeah, he hasn't been doing that for most of the Premier League season, but maybe I should just play Ronaldo in the Champions League.
PK. Hardly anything between the sides, and it's 1-0. And here's Griezmann. Dembele. It's Dembele!
I don't know what De Gea's doing there. Just go out there and kick it.
Well, I can understand why his thinking was that way inclined.
Ooh. What? Thank you. That's a yellow card, ref, surely. Thank you. I remember they wanted to sign Griezmann, but they didn't want to go against the policy, even though Griezmann lived for Real Sociedad from an early age. That's interesting.
So what can they conjure from this one?
Didn't mean to do that. Sorry.
Forward it goes.
In the comment. Come on, Robin. It's poor.
Dembele.
Fancy footwork though.
Loses his balance and loses the ball.
Fine. That's interesting about the pass policy. I just assumed that it was. Yes, I knew that they could, but I assumed that the Athletic. I'll have to Google. Maybe do a bit of research for me. Rasmus A. Just regarding like is it just, do they have to be Basque? Well, do they have to all be Basque and live there for a certain time, or do they buy players from other places and incorporate them into their academy, and that also counts? There must be some exceptions to it, because I can't believe that they've only played Basque players.
Sancho battles to win it back. Well, they can break here.
Ooh.
That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given.
De Jong there. Wow.
Vidal.
PK.
And it's Vidal.
I actually miss Vidal. I need to. That's.
It's wrestled off the ball.
This is one reason why we're not doing that well this season compared to last, is because Vidal isn't in this team.
He's found his man. He's got away.
Oh, good tackle.
He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. On the right now. What's on? Chilwell plays it forward. Bale. It's Diego Costa. Over to the left.
Offside, man, come on. It's crazy that they, alongside Real Madrid and Barcelona, teams that always played in Spain's top division, were having this policy. Really? Well, I mean, maybe something like that is political. Maybe some of that is also the quality of the Spanish division. Maybe some of that is also historical, and that in a lot of deprived areas and places, even just around the world, football is one of those sports that like tends to sort of be quite popular and quite skill based. And you know, you look at Brazil, it is one of the poor, I won't say it's one of the poorest places, but like a lot of the players, the brilliant skilled players from Brazil or even from Africa, come from very, very difficult backgrounds. Football is such an accessible sport. So, you know, whereas you look at like maybe like China, for example, even modern China now, which is a lot more richer than it is, and like I can't think of many, if any, good Chinese football players. So
that has been the crucial difference.
Man, it's a good block there.
Into the right position to intercept. Bailly gets it back. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Good run.
Drives it forward.
Oh, come on! Should have just one shot. Should have just one shot it.
Of the intervention.
Man.
It's Cristiano Ronaldo.
This Barca team.
And it's Messi. Griezmann with a delicate ball. He's pinged one through here. Robin. Costa. Oh, good interception.
It was in. So far, so good.
PK.
Even for their academy, their policy is pretty strict, really. So only Basque players own their academy. Yeah, it's no doubt going to be political.
And it's Griezmann. He's made sure that
I know that there were separatists issues there that with the Basque region, definitely.
Towards the left.
I mean, even now you have a thing of Catalonia, so
Barcelona are definitely going about this the right way.
Spain is going to be an interesting setup in the next few years.
Well, there's no two ways about it. This is what they have to do.
It is what it is. What I would say though, I guess, about those policies is that ultimately, if you want to progress, you can't. You know, and yes, they've been in La Liga. You know, and that's good. But when was the last time they challenged for a title? When was the last time they won a Champions League? You know, progress in that respect is not there.
Really have been deserted by their composure and allowed frustration to take over, and it's not a good sign.
Exactly, 30-40 years ago, as you were saying. You know, so at the end of the day, and I hate bringing up Liverpool in again, you know, they've got a variety of different players from around the world, a mixture of youth, experience. You know, that's... Oh, come on! Right. Let's change some of this. Get some pace in here. Let's go. They won the Copa del Rey 24 times. Last time was Asia. I think also as well, like when a lot of these political pressures are high and stuff like that, when people are very nationalistic, they play with that nationalistic pride, you know, for their teams. And that gives them almost like additional energy. Football ultimately is basically just a tribal game. That is what football is. And so reflecting aspects of society. So oh, come on, keep it down, Costa. So that's just how it is. So presumably at the time when the Basque regions, there was heightened political pressures, that would have shown itself on the pitch because of the idea of not wanting to be seen as inferior to Spain.
Some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Right, we're 1-0.
Back. Still a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. Chance to break. Rashford plays it out to the flank. And a header!
This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage.
Of course I do. Surely that's a foul, ref.
And here's Bale. And here's Rashford.
Oh, is he offside?
Flagged offside.
Oh man, come on,
I think
ref.
it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
That's only won the league at, was in 1989. They've won the league at 8 times. Jeez. So again, ages ago.
Right through the middle. Martial is on his own. Has a pop.
There we go. That's game. That's game. That's when Copa del Rey was the exact same season. Well, so that's what we intercepted. They pushed too many players up, and they just had time. Yeah. Rashford, Martial, they couldn't run. You know, that's what, 1984. So 26 years ago now. So there you go. This is the problem. Well, we have beaten Barcelona just. Unlucky Sergio Busquets.
Somewhat what we've witnessed, Jim.
Well, qualification may have been confirmed with a game to spare, but they were determined to end on a high, almost as if they're sending a message.
The most recent review Super Cup, and that's like a charity. Hard to, yeah, no, you can't really count that, really, can you? Okay, and we finish on 14, and we top the group, which is pretty sweet. That is 36 years. Actually, you're right, man. My maths is bad. 36 years since the trophy. That's worse than Liverpool. So, you know, this is the thing. Manager offers. Rangers, really? So this is the thing when you have a strict system, and yes, I guess it's traditional, but what do you want? You know, what do you actually want for your club? Anyway, Rasmus says, shout out to you guys. I'm heading off now. So thanks to everyone who was watching and just taking part in the stream. Really appreciate it. I'm hoping to get the Pro Evo streams, Let's Play, watch along, hear me talk about United back on again fairly weekly. If you're new to the channel, please like, share and subscribe to Red Devil Studio. Follow us on Twitter, United X. Have a nice day, guys, and cheers.